The cure by love. Love cements true families in the cosmic space of creation. Love strongly and consistently cements any work of charity, because love is the sublime feeling of divine origin that the Father left in the seed of your essential being. Love expands, penetrates, neutralizes, creates, transmutes the entire universe in favor of divine laws when this true love for good is practiced. Love heals any suffering. It lifts, welcomes, warms, and heals. He cures any disease of the soul where suffering and physical illness originate. Love heals from the inside out. True love has no limits, for it is so subtle, so light, so high frequency, when it is true and pure, that it reaches infinity. The cure consolidated with the cement of love is maintained, because true love, in order to settle in hearts, cannot settle and grow in moral smallness. True love needs cleansing of hearts to grow and evolve. It needs moral growth, detachment, eliminating selfishness, expanding benevolence and indulgence to infinity, and to all those close to creation. You need to practice charity, forgiving offenses, not harboring grievances, always acting with benevolence, and shining a lot of light to disperse all negativity. Negativities that because of your imperfections you send to others, fed by the low feelings of jealousy, resentment, sorrow, envy, and all the imperfections in which you vibrate. If you do not take care of the essences, keeping yourselves free and safe from these moral deficiencies, the cure will not prosper, it will not take place, and it will not be consolidated. You should always be aware of these low frequencies, which you sustain on a daily basis with your imperfections in the practice of lovelessness. How do you want to love God, whom you do not know, if you cannot love your neighbor, who do you know? How do you want to use love in healing, if you don't practice love in earthly families, with your neighbor, with your disaffected ones, if you don't practice forgiveness of offenses to sow your own heart, torn by intolerance, by the non-acceptance of differences that all you have? Sometimes you catch yourself and recognize these feelings in you, deficient in the true, universal, unconditional, and full love that God has placed in you, and you try to fix yourselves. But the worst of all is when you cannot recognize these deleterious feelings originated in the lack of love by the Father's creation. Thus, you enter the black hole of existence, getting sick, making your family sick, the groups you are in, work groups, the earth itself, and the infinite space that the Father created. Acting in this way, what do you want to cure? If with your deleterious act, you make everyone sick. You need to be very vigilant on a day-to-day basis, because at each moment you have something to unbalance you, and you must create your own shortcuts, your own bridges, so as not to fall into the that very moment on the way. In this way, always keeping yourself in a positive vibration, you will not get sick, you will be free from obsessions, and the vibration that will envelop you will stimulate your immune system, and this immune system will be the Savior Army, which will eliminate any imbalance that may cause you a future illness. Therefore, to heal the other, you first have to heal yourself through love, and in this way, you will have the right ground to guide, to be able to work in the works of charity, healing the brother's heart, which will be what will really provide your own healing. Any cure begins with the healing of hearts through love, and, therefore, you must work incessantly every day, so that you can radiate this healing to your brother, so that the mentors of space and the spirituality of light come close to you. Put in your hands all the equipment, the medicines, and all the methodologies that the Father created to make existence less unhappy. All healing begins with the unconditional love that you are able to plant and water in the garden of hearts. Blessings and light.
Cosmic Consciousness. Book 3. The Cure. Chapter 12. The Cure by Love.